I'm John Steward, who has the great fortune to live alongside the amazing Australian garden in Cranbourne. It's a place of peace and quiet. And not too far from that garden, I wrote a book of stories of change and hope and healing in Rwanda after the genocide. And my passion is that each human being would have the opportunity to learn the way of peace in their life. I have found that to be a bringer of peace, I must first be at peace myself. And that involves me in reflecting on the inner emotions at any moment and being aware when there is energy that is unsuitable or inappropriate, and addressing that energy and then making a choice to move forward in a more honest, truthful, fair and loving way. In 1997, my wife and I arrived in Rwanda early in that year, where I had been appointed as the Manager of Peace and Reconciliation for World Vision in Rwanda. We came into absolute turmoil and a kind of heavy cloud that was like a genocidal malaise over the whole of the country. And I was welcomed with the words, "Welcome to Rwanda. You have a difficult job, and please don't ask me to forgive anybody." Well, very soon we found individual Rwandans coming to talk to us, the women to my wife and the men to me. They were heavy, complex stories, and we were helpless to do anything. All we could do was listen. And we found that each evening we needed to sit in silence and release the weight of those stories, consistent with the scriptures that we follow that say, place your anxiety into God's hands. And that enabled us to sleep. But I didn't realize how powerful that was until one day I walked into the office and one of the fellow managers came and grasped me by both hands and said, "John, what is wrong with you?" And after the shock, I said, "I'm not sure what's wrong with me. Could you tell me?" And he said, "Here we are living in this chaos and this confusion and this terrible experiences and dysfunction. And you walk in here every morning at peace and quiet, ready to start the day's work." And I thanked him because I had not realized how important those times of sitting and releasing the struggles that we had heard. I had not realized how important they were for being at peace. And of course, we now know that behavior, that practice is what is called meditation. I thoroughly commend it. I practice it as often as I can. Thank you.